Hi everybody, I'm back today with another project share. This time I want to share with you a baby girl mini album that I made for another girl at work who is expecting her first baby. I chose to use a more gender neutral paper collection even though she's having a baby girl because I saw on her registry that her nursery theme was more of an animal type theme rather than a traditional very pink baby theme. So for the album, I used this paper collection called Hooray Baby from the Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby. To make the album, I used some of the 4.5 by 6.5 papers with the smaller images, and I also used some of the larger 12 by 12 papers for the album. The album itself measures 5 inches by 7.5 inches. It has a 2.5-inch spine. It includes 4 pocket pages with photo mats, and it is matted to hold 58 photos, but she can place more photos in the album if she chooses to do so. I also added a lot of lace throughout the album to give it that girly feel as well. On the front cover, I chose to fussy cut one of the images from the smaller paper collection and I placed it on chipboard to pop it up and give a little bit of dimension. These smaller little animals are fussy cut from the paper and they are just glued flat down to the paper. I created a bow with some pink ribbon here and outlined the entire cover, the front, back, and the spine with the lace trim. On the spine, I made a baby girl sign on the Cricut and added a little pink bow. And on the back, it is just the plain paper with the little checks. Opening the album inside, in the inside front and back covers, there are photo mats, and the first one on the inside has the welcome baby, so she can write baby's name, birth date, time, location, and all the details, and then place a photo on the back of the birth announcement. And then the photo mat for 1 month, and then a photo, and then on the back 2 months and a photo. So the album itself has all 12 months in the different photo mats that she can document as a monthly album. This first page has a ribbon closure and opens up with room for photos. It has a magnetized flap that opens up, and there is a belly band with a photo mat for 2 photos and some journaling. And in the pocket, there is another photo mat for photos. In each of the pocket pages, there is a lace trimmed photo mat that will come out, and it is the monthly theme. So we've got 3 and 4 months, and they all look the same. They just have the different month, but they're all constructed in the same way. So I won't pull them out for the rest of the months. On the next page, this is a magnetized flap. It opens up and there's room for a larger photo. This is on a brad, so it's a swing feature. So there is a smaller photo underneath here, another photo, and then a little pull-out journaling card. If she chooses to, she can always place a photo over top of the decorative paper here. On this next page, it is a magnetized flap. It opens up, room for a photo and some journaling. This flap swings down, room for a larger photo in the middle, and then the pull-out photo mat for the smaller pocket down here. Again, there is a photo mat in the pocket for more monthly pictures. On this page, it is a waterfall feature, magnetized to stay closed, and there is room for 6 photos in the waterfall. If she chooses, she can place even more photos, but she would put it over the decorative papers. This side, there is another magnetized flap, but it is actually a pull-out card, so there are room for 3 photos on that, and then it slides back in the back pocket, and there is a second pocket that has a photo mat with photos. And then in the front pocket, there is a photo mat with 2 smaller photos. And then this is magnetized to stay closed. Again, another photo mat in the pages. On this page, it's a ribbon closure, and it is a fold out where she can place smaller photos on both sides. Tucked behind the booklet here is another small mat that is room for journaling. And she can place a tiny photo here. On this page, it's a belly band, so there are 2 mats tucked underneath. So there's a larger mat here for bigger size photos, and then a little smaller booklet where she can place a photo and journal. If she wants, she can place another photo on the back. This is a magnetized flap. It flips up, room for 2 more photos. And then again, another photo mat in the pockets. On this page here, it's held together with the ribbon closure. It opens up, you see photos on the flaps, 2 pull-out photo mats with places for photos on front and back. In the back pocket, there are 2 photo mats and some little extra journaling cards. So I've made a little tiny envelope with some journaling cards that she can place throughout the album if she wants to. So they have decorative paper on one side and lines for her to journal. Depending on how much she wants to journal, if there's not enough in the album already, she can place her own wherever she wants. And then in the back pocket, it has months 11 and 12 for her to finish documenting the first year. And then the final photo mat is a picture of the first birthday. So she can put the date and she can put different documented things about the baby and what the baby likes. And on the back, she has room that she can place a photo for the birthday party, and these are lifted up a little bit so that she can tuck the photo underneath and still be able to use most of the actual mat itself to have a bigger photo. And that's the back of the album. So this album is a really fun, girly album, but you wouldn't really notice it by just looking at the paper. So if you wanted to make this album for a baby boy, you could just change up some of the features. By not putting the pink, you can put a different color, and it's a really nice way to use some gender neutral papers, but to try to make it fun and a little bit girly too. I hope you enjoy my album, and more than anything, Hannah, if you are watching, I hope you enjoy the album. I hope you enjoy filling it up with pictures of the baby when she arrives.